friends, I'm Miss Tiffany. Today, let's make a snowman using doilies. Okay, first step is to get our supplies together for what we're going to need. That's going to kind of depend on what you want to do with your doily snowman and how you want to decorate. If you have our kit, you'll have a little bag of goodies that might have some feathers and some gems and some buttons, little pieces of paper, tissue paper, construction paper. You can use whatever you have at home, what might be available if you don't have our kits. If you want to color your snowman, you can use colored pencils. You can use markers. You can use crayons. I have them all available. So make your snowman look the way you want it to make. So I have my things together, I think. Oh, I know what I forgot. We need glue. So with this project, you can use either glue. You can use the glue stick or the white glue. What's going to make the difference is if you decide that you're going to use gems or buttons or feathers, you're going to want to use the white glue with those. Those thicker, heavier objects need to have the structure of the white glue. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but it works better to hold them in the long run. The glue stick will hold them for a moment, but once it dries, sometimes it pops off. So you just do yourself a favor and use the white glue if you want to use those bigger objects. If you're just going to use paper and crayons and markers, the glue stick works great. Okay, friends, let's see what we need to do next. It says order the doilies from biggest to smallest. So we're going to start at the bottom with the big one. We're going to shift to the middle for the medium-sized one and the smallest one in the top. Okay, friends, let's look. All right, I have my great big piece of paper. And I'm going to work really hard to try to make it so you can see, but it's hard to see a little bit in the camera. But there's my big paper, so we have enough room. If you have our kit, you should have 3 doilies. A big one, a medium-sized one, and a small one. Unfortunately, when I went to take my kit objects out, I found I was missing a doily. I was missing one in between. So I used a coffee filter. Or you could use a piece of paper. That would work too. Whatever works. I like the coffee filter because I feel like the doily is daintier, thinner than paper. But if all you have is paper, that works just fine. Then to make it a little bit special, I cut a little bit of a design in it. So if you're working from a coffee filter, let me show you how simple that this is. So you'll take your coffee filter. Let's look at the shape of our coffee filter. It is a circle. It's round. So now we're going to fold the coffee filter in half. There it is, in half. Now we're going to fold it in half again so that the rounded edges stay with the rounded edges. Now I'm going to fold it in half again, keeping the rounded edges with the rounded edges. Now this is kind of silly because we started with a circle, right? And now look what shape it is. Now it's a triangle. Pretty cool, huh? Now, to make it look like this, I am looking for my trusty dusty pen. If you make this shape a triangle up and down like that. This will help. This will make these little shapes. So I'm going to cut up to the point and up to the point, and then I'm going to go to the other side and go up to the point and up to the point, like that. If I want to make it more layers, just go down again. Make it up to the point, cut up to the point and up to the point, like that. I'm going to do one more on the other side, making these closer together, up to the point. Just wanted to point out, if you have your scissors, the little holes should be on the top, the big holes should be on the bottom. The little hole is for your thumb, the big hole is for your fingers, so they look like this. And when you cut, your thumb should be thumbs up. The hand that's the helper hand that's holding whatever you're cutting needs to be thumbs up too. So you have 2 thumbs up. All right, so let's unfold this and see what it looks like. Look at that. Now I have a decoration around the edge. If you want to make the top a little more lacy too, you could even cut and make it wavy. I'm going to cut a line to help me know where I'm going. And up and shut, open, shut. I'm following the line, open, shut. Okay. Oh, I like it very much. Look at that. Okay, so you can use doilies or paper, coffee filters or paper to make this doily project. Or if you lose one, you can fill it in with paper or coffee filter to fill in for the doilies that you have missing. I think these look really pretty. Okay, so we're going to go back to biggest to smallest. So biggest goes on the bottom. I am down completely to the bottom. If I need to push it off the paper a little bit, it's okay. And then one in the middle. The medium size in the middle. And the smallest at the top. And if you go off the top a little bit, it's okay. So now I'm going to get my glue. I am going to use the glue stick for the doilies. So open should pull. Sometimes it's a little bit stuck and I twist to pull so that it unsticks. But for the most part, you just need to pull really hard. Okay. Now we're going to go around the edge to get glue around the edge so that we know that we have enough to stick it down. Now turn it over. Okay. Now my second doily. Around the edge. And it goes in the middle. And my smallest doily, turn it over and go around the edge goes on top, bottom, middle, top. All right, so now we have our snowman. It at least looks like a snowman. Then the next part it says is decorate your snowman. So we have all these cool things that we can use for the snowman. I thought I would use some feathers at the top because I think it looks like a hat. I love feather hats. So I'm going to have to shift to my white glue so it will hold the feather on better. My friends, I'm going to have to plug in my computer. It says that it's got a low battery. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking at my white glue. I can see that it is not open here because there is no space between there. So when you open it, you grab the orange and twist. Only the orange part twist. Now you can see that there is space between there and you know that your glue is open. You'll look at the top. If you see any little extra stuff, you might have to pick it off. And then you should get some glue. So I am going to put some glue. You can put it on your feather or you can put it on your snowman. Only a little dab will do. You don't need a lot. There's one. I found a red one too. I like it. I'm going to put a red feather on with my orange feather. Ta-da! Oh, look, I looked in my bag. I have a white feather here too. Yay! I'm going to put a white feather on with my red feather and my orange feather. There we go. I like it. Now, what am I going to do for my face? You could use markers or crayons or pencils, but I think I found in my kit with my buttons and my gems that I could find some things that might work that I want to use. Because they are bigger, I'm going to use my white glue. And let's see, eyes. Eyes go, oh wait, at the top. So, 1, 2 eyes. 1, 2 eyes. Just a dab of glue will do. You don't need a lot. 1, 2. You can use whatever you want. I used my gems. You could even use paper. And then I think I am going to use a pen to do my mouth. I have a marker. I'm going to make circles, 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that looks like enough. I have made my circles for my mouth, like coal. What about a nose? I think I'll look inside and see if I have a button or something else that might work for a nose. I have several things in here. Oh, look at that. That might look good for a nose. I'm going to put a little dab'll do. And a nose. Now I have a nose. Okay. Now, how about my middle body and my lower body? We can still use things out of your kit. I have tissue paper. I think I like the tissue paper. Put a little dab. Just a dot. Oh, I like all the color. That looks very good. Now, I want, as I'm looking at my instructions, it says that we need to make, oh, sorry about that, we need to make an arm. So, I'm going to take my pen and make a stick arm. And my stick arm is going to start in the middle, and I'm going to draw from the inside to out. And then I have one stick. I'm going to draw one line off of the stick to make like a branch. If you want to make it thin, you can make a thin arm. If you want to make it a bigger branch, you can make up, down, up, down, up, down strokes. Up, down, up, down, up, down strokes. And that will make your branch arm bigger. I am holding my pen like this, or you can hold it like this and make up-down strokes. There's one arm. I'm going to make one on this side too. Let's see, start on the middle doily and move off onto the paper, and then make a line off of that one to make a branch. And now, oh, I need to turn it so that I can reach it. Up, down, up, down, up, down strokes. Up, down, up, down, up, down strokes. There we go. Now I have 2 arms. How shall I decorate the bottom of my snowman? Maybe I could take my long paper in there and cut it. I can use my scissors and go snip, 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 snip. Thumb up, 2 thumbs up. Snip, 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 snip. And I can make dots of glue. A little dot'll do. Sometimes you have to shake the white glue to get it to come to the bottom. There's 1 dot. And get those out of the way. Dot. Dot. A little dab will do. Just 1. If your piece of paper feels big enough, you can put the dot on your paper too and put it on. Sometimes the pieces feel too small, but a little dab will do. My snowman is feeling pretty decorated now. And I think I have to move back a little bit to be able to see all of it. There we go. There's our snowman made from doilies. And in my case, also coffee filters. Thanks for playing today, friends. Bye.